In this lesson, I'd like to talk to you a little bit about improvising. That is, playing something that's not previously written, just coming up with it off the top of your head. Now, I do this quite a bit when I play. If I'm playing a song, let's say 9-pound hammer, and my solo comes around, what might I do? Well, there's a variety of things, but what I like to do is I'd like to improvise to change things up. You know, you want to start when you think about improvising. The first thing you want to think about is the tune you're playing and the melody. Now, it doesn't sound good to just play whatever over a song. You want it to have some sort of relationship to the tonality, the feel, the idea of the song you're playing. So that's sort of key in improvising, is keeping in mind the feel of the song. For instance, if the song's really pretty, when you're improvising, you want to keep that feeling in mind. If the song's really driving and mean, you kind of want to keep that feeling in mind. It's sort of difficult to explain sometimes how to improvise because it's something you have to come up with. But I can give you some clues and some techniques that'll help draw that out of you. One thing that's good to do is just start with the melody. Learn the melody of a song. You don't want to be improvising over a song that you don't know the melody to. That's the most important thing. When it's your turn to take a solo, the melody you can never go wrong with. But if you want to start to embellish the melody, maybe it's a jam tune and you play it a few times around, you play the melody the first time, well then the second time you're going to want to play something a little bit different. So what you can do in your practice is start to alter the melody just a little bit, maybe just a few notes here and there. So it's sort of like getting your feet wet with improvising. You don't have to dive head first in. You can take little steps in that direction if it's something that's new for you. So take a melody that you know and just start altering a few notes here and there. Come up with a different way to play the same melody. So that's a good way to get started. You've got a framework, you can just alter a few things. Another technique that I might use is, instead of playing the exact melody or an altered melody, I might use the rhythm of the melody. So for instance, let's say I was playing the Wabash Cannonball. What I might do is think of the rhythm of those notes and use that same rhythmic pattern playing different notes. So you can hear it was still the da 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 da, but I was using different notes. Once again, here's the melody. I can use that same rhythmic pattern, just change the notes. So that sort of gives you some framework too, so you're not just out in space trying to figure out what to do. Another thing that I do, and this is a great technique, is I'll loop some backing tracks or loop a song that I like. So we've got all these backing tracks here. So what you can do is get them in a loop and just play over them. Just experiment. You know, when you're at home practicing, that's the time to do it. Just experiment, try different things. One other point is you really want to know your fretboard. You want to know a bunch of different places that you can play. One last thing I'll talk about is increase your repertoire. The great jazz guitar player Charlie Christian, when asked about improvising, said he didn't really know how he improvised, he just knew 1,000 melodies. So just by learning songs and learning melodies, you're getting a whole bag of tricks you can use to improvise. So the more repertoire you have, the more melodies you can play, the more sort of language you have that then you can make your own and sort of put out there in your own way. Right now I'd like to give you an example of how I practice soloing and improvising. So what we're going to do is use the backing track for Wabash Cannonball. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the melody one time through, and then the second time it comes around, I'm going to improvise. And then the third time when it comes around, I'll play the melody again to sort of ground myself. And then the fourth time around, I'll improvise again. And in this way of going from the melody to improvising, melody to improvising, you can really sort of start to develop this technique. So let's give it a try.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So you can see that technique where I'll play the melody one whole time through, and then I'll just improvise one whole time through. Then come back, play the melody one time through, and improvise one time through. It's a really potent practice technique that you can use. Not only does it get the melody really ingrained in you, but it gives you a chance to just explore and experiment.